Hi, this is Santtu from Overinvent. I'm going to show you an extension I've been making for Unity called TextureBuilder. Please bear in mind that this software is in pre-beta state and is subject to change before the final release. Let's say that I want to create an animated water normal map. This would normally require image editing and animating, both done in separate software in per frame basis. Easy but quite cumbersome task. Now I shall try to create one in TextureBuilder. First, let's create TextureBuilder asset and open the editor. The user interface itself is quite easy to understand once one figures out the basics. Like modern shader tree and scripting editors, one creates blocks that either generate output or modify input. These blocks are extremely easy to create, but let's not focus on that in this tutorial. We need to create some sort of image base that resembles waves. I have created a block that implements diamond square noise algorithm used in many terrain and wave height map scenarios. I shall now create that one. Now let's check the settings on that block we created. Double-click on the created block to open Settings tab or click on the Settings button on the left. At the same time, let's open the Preview tab as well and dock the tabs in the main window for easier access. There are quite a lot of different possibilities to alter the algorithm, but we will only focus on some of the settings. The diamond square outputs power of 2 texture sizes. Let's change the output size to 7, which corresponds to the size of 128 times 128. Let's also set roughness to 0.5 for smoother output. Now that's better. The final thing to change is the random seed. Just type any number there and we are all set. We need to create another wave pattern to mix with the one created before. I'll just create it with the exact same settings apart from the random seed. A thing to remember, the diamond square outputs the image to the alpha channel. We need that info later. Now that we have 2 distinct wave patterns, we need to mix them. Let's create a block for blending 2 inputs called Ratio Blend. Ratio Blend block is about blending colors with ratios one choose. We need 2 inputs for it, so let's change that setting. Let's connect the 2 wave patterns to the blend block, and now if we look at the preview of this block, we see that the 2 wave patterns just overlap in a rather weird result. One can blend by distinct color, but we just need the overall color to be mixed, so let's leave the setting to total. Now I'll select the value type for ratio in input 1 to curve. I'll just draw an alternating pattern for the first input, and the exact opposite alternating pattern for the second input. There. Now we look at the preview and we'll see an alternating wave pattern. To use this as a normal map, let's create a normal mapping block called Sobel operator. Connect the ratio to the Sobel. There. Let's be sure that we have wrap checked so we can tile the normal map later. Also, we have to change the source channel to alpha as the wave pattern is outputted to that channel. Now let's click the preview on that Sobel operator block. Notice that the machine needs to work a bit more since Sobel operator is somewhat taxing operation. And there, what a nice normal map. Now let's create a block that writes the animation texture. The output block for this animation just needs an output name. Let's type aaa.png since it is used in a material already. Now click Export to output the animation. Now we need to define how many frames our animation consists. Let's set it to 64 and click OK. This tutorial is but a scratch what one can do with this tool, and since it is easy to extend, the possibilities are endless. This extension will be available in the Unity Asset Store within few weeks. For more information, check www.overinvent.com. Now we have written the texture. If we select aaa.png from the Assets browser, we see the results. Let's check how well it performs in an actual object. Quite well. I made sure that the wrap settings are checked. Now let's see how the wrapping works by copying the plane. Now let's click play. There. A seamless animation, little reflection and transparency, and we have a nice ocean. If you need to change something and re-export the animation, it's easy. No need to make one from scratch. That's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed the announcement/tutorial of TextureBuilder. Follow us on Twitter and/or Facebook, and be sure to check updates in our site. Lots of more stuff coming up. Thanks for watching.